Welcome guys, welcome back to your channel Financial Freedom. Guys, from today we're gonna start a series of market heads up. It will be a short crisp 6 to 10 minutes video where we will discuss about the trading sessions of the previous day of Nifty and Bank Nifty. How are the upcoming what could be the upcoming crucial support and resistance for Nifty and Bank Nifty, and what are the stocks which are in news which could be traded today. We could take the advantage of those news and trade in them, and what are the broader perspective of the foreign markets. How are the foreign investors and the domestic mutual fund investors have done their business in the previous trading session. So all these things will be covered up in a short crisp video in both the languages, Hindi and English, for especially for you guys, so that you don't have any of these confusions and you can take more of the advantage out of the market. So without wasting much of the time, let's begin with the video, and we can let's start with the broader picture, which is the international market. Let's see how the international markets are performing. So seeing the US market, the Nasdaq, which closed with a 0.42% down, which doesn't give a broader picture that the market was negative. But yes, in the beginning the market was negative, and it closed on an even base where it's not much of the positive and negative. The European markets have a similar effect. They have closed a bit of positive, but it's not a major difference. When it comes to the Asian market, we can see the SGX Nifty. SGX Nifty has the same similar effect. It has closed 0.13%, which doesn't gives any clear information or any clear picture that how the Indian Nifty will perform. But taking consideration of all this, we can understand that we can see a downfall in Nifty, but the closing will be on an equal basis right from where it open today. So when we come back to the Nifty, Bank Nifty and everything, we can see the Nifty, the previous trading session in Nifty, there was a 87 rupees of a change, 87 points of a change, which is equivalent to 0.68%. It was not a big change. Even the Sensex, it was up by 6.5%. Bank Nifty 1.15%. We saw a great rally in Bank Nifty. There are certain uses in the Bank Nifty which is pulling the Bank Nifty up these days, but again, this thing can't be confirmed that how long the Bank Nifty rallies will be there. So there is a positivity in the market. It's an uptrend. We have to take a clear picture that the markets are in uptrend. So unless we don't have a clear sign that the markets are in downtrend, we should not go in a heavy shorting position, especially if it's a stock related. We can do it, but with the indices, I would suggest that the overall picture is of a bullish trend. So don't make a mistake of shorting the market. So let's move to the second part, where we have to see what are the crucial support and resistance of Nifty for today. So upon the pivotal as well as the option chain analysis, the Nifty points upward. As of now, the Nifty is standing at 12,000. What was the market? 12,859. So the up move, if the market moves upwards, the next resistance when Nifty will face is 12,890, and then there is a psychological as well as a heavy option chain resistance, which is 13,000. But when the market comes down, so supports will be 12,790, and the next support is 12,690 respectively. When it comes to the Bank Nifty, we have seen the Bank Nifty has closed at 29,236. But now, if suppose Bank Nifty keeps on its pace and moves further upwards, the next the next resistance will be 29,290, 29,390, and 29,500 is the biggest resistance which Bank Nifty has to face, because it has a lot of option writings over at this point. If the Bank Nifty falls, the next support which you could see will be 29,190 and 29,000, which is a psychological level as well as option chain analysis level. So I would suggest that if you trade in Nifty and Bank Nifty, these are the crucial support and resistance which you have to keep in mind and trade based upon this. And now let's move to the stock which are in news and stocks which can be traded today. So let's see the first stock, which is Reliance Industries. The Competition Commission of India, which is CCI, has approved the Future Retail and Reliance Retail deal. So we all know there is a issue going on with Reliance, Future Retail, and Amazon. As of now, the Indian government, not the Indian courts, but the Competition Commission of India has given a green signal for Reliance and Future Retail, which is a pretty optimistic news for Reliance, and due to which you can see a Reliance in uptrend. So you can make your bullish positions in Reliance and trade according to the news. Now, when it comes to the Trident Group has acquired 6 crore equity shares of their own company at 7.9 rupees per share. So it's again a good news, and you can trade this share as well. But before you enter in this trade or in the share, I'll just give you a heads up. There was an incident where I traded this share, and I'll tell you what happened. This share is not available for intraday trading. You have to take the delivery. So this is a drawback of this share, and I realized once I got into the trade, and then I realized that it's not a intraday, it's a delivery, it's a CNC which I have taken a trade into. So be careful of it, unless and until you don't want to take a position. Avoid this share. IRCTC, yes. Now the next news, the next stock which is in news is IRCTC. Government has appointed Crawford Bailey and Corporation as legal advisor for disinvestment of paid-up equity through offer for sale, which is OFS. So it's not something which we weren't aware of. The market well aware of the news that government is going to sell their stake in IRCTC, which is somewhere around 15 to 20% in coming months through OFS, but we didn't knew when the prices is going to announce, when the OFS is going to announce, and that's the reason IRCTC was trading in a very narrow range between 1300 to 1400. And now they have appointed this organization, which is the oldest organization in India. To be honest, I don't remember when was this founded, but it was founded somewhere between 1800. So it's an oldest organization who's going to look into this OFS. And as of now, we don't have any news regarding the OFS, but as soon as we have, sure, we will update you on the IRCTC OFS as well. Now, the Jump Networks, this is again a good news. You can see the company has reported a profit of 6.1 crore in their quarter 2. Whereas same quarter, which you can say the Q1, they have reported a loss of 6.45 crores. So they have made a significant change in their profits. The revenue as well has increased from 34.3 crores, which was 9.96 crores in year on year. And then we have IIFL Security. The board has approved to buy back of their equity shares, which is again a good news for IIFL Security shareholders. There is a buyback, but right now we don't have any news on the buyback price and when the buyback will take place. But again, we'll keep you updated. Again, we have the same Jump Network. Someone from my team has placed the same double, so need not to worry about it. Now, Ashok Leyland, there is a broad approved introduction voluntary retirement scheme. It's something which the company was working for their employment. It's a good news for them. And compared to the share, I don't think there will be a much positivity you can see of this news on the share. But yes, there is something which could really impact the share price today, which the Ashok Leyland has wholly owned subsidiary of Vishwa Buses and Coaches Limited. It's a good news. Again, you can see certain optimistic in the price of the share, but it's not again a very, very great news which could impact the price of the share. Now let's move to the foreign institutional investors and domestic institutional investors data. So this gives us a very good and very broad picture of the Indian market. How is it working? What's actually happening? Who is buying and who is selling? Because at the end of the day, we and you are retail investors, and we don't have the capacity to move the market in any of the direction apart from these two huge investors. So if we see the FIIs, so on the last trading day, they have totally purchased of 11,000 crores. All the digits are in crores. So this was 11,000 crores, which they have total purchase, out of which they sold a couple of shares, which was for 7,140. So in net, the total purchase by FIIs in the Indian equity cash segment. This is purely about cash. It's nothing about future and options. It's nothing about bonds, derivatives, nothing. It's just cash derivatives. So this is the amount which they have paid and taken the delivery, which is 3,860 rupees worth of shares. When it comes to DIIs, the mutual funds and the domestic institutional investor, the total gross purchase was 2,975, out of which they sold $5,844 of their shares holding. And you can say, if we do the math, there was a selling pressure by DIIs. They are the one who have sold a lot of their stocks, their portfolios, which is worth of $2,868.66. And this is not something which you will see just by today or this week or this month. I have been continuously having an eye on DII, and it's been the entire season of Corona. Since the Corona, I can see DIIs are completely just into selling. So this could be a pressure of the mutual funds. People want their holdings to be sold out and get the monies in their hands. So it could be any of the reasons, but DIIs are mostly into the selling and FIIs are more into buying. So as of now, this is the news, and you can use this news in all the way. There are Nifty and Bank Nifty levels which you can trade. There are stocks in news which you can make a complete use of it. And do feel free to share what is your perspective, or what things should be added or removed, or what is that you can take an extra benefit out of it, what should be added to the video. So feel free to comment and share. And if you find this video worth of information, please feel free to share with your friends, colleagues, and the people who can take full benefit out of it. Till then, you guys take care, stay safe, bye bye.